Good morning. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. So, I'm getting ready to put on my phototherapy patch for the day. So, I'm going to just place it here today. And as part of my wellness routine, it's been a great change that I've made. Been wearing phototherapy for over 3 years now, and what a blessing it has brought to my life. But today, I am going to put on this continuous glucose monitor. I want to track how some things are impacting my blood sugars, but I want to remind you to, as you're going in for yearly blood work or ever often you get that, is to get your fasting insulin tested. Your fasting insulin actually changes before your fasting glucose and will give you more insight on how different functions of your body are working and those types of things. So again, this is a continuous glucose monitor. It's Stelo by Dexcom. It came in a package like this. We were able to utilize our flex spending account to pay for that. And in this, you'll get two of them. I think they last for about 14 days. It's been a while since I've put one on, but I want to see how some things are impacting my blood sugars. Why that's important is there's different things you can see by your evening blood sugar or your morning blood sugar, and also how different foods impact your blood sugar. I took practitioner level training courses from Dr. Rita Marie Laskowska, and I'll have a link to her metabolic quiz here in the description, so you can check that out if you want to take the metabolic quiz for that. But I did specific trainings on digestion and blood sugar was the other one. So I did a whole extensive training module on the digestive and extensive one on the blood sugar. So this is why I'm going to want to do that. So test my blood sugars. I know that I can figure out which foods are serving me right. And what she taught was testing your postprandial blood sugar. And that's testing, so looking at what your blood sugar level is prior to eating and then how your blood sugar level changes within the time frames after you eat. So you look at it you try to find when your peak is. So if you're using the prick and you're not putting on a continuous glucose monitor at first until you find out, this is what the one where you just do the finger prick looks like, and it comes with testing strips. So that is something that I do utilize at times. With there, you'll have to do testing a lot more frequently, and you'd be looking for when your high is as related to a food and how much that has changed from your starting baseline of before you started eating to when your high blood sugar is after you ate a meal. And then you become your own healthcare detective to figure out, hey, is this food serving me right? And different things you look at is you look at, hey, what's the range of that my blood sugar has increased? If you're wanting to find out which foods are serving you right or which ones are maybe having an impact on your life, you would look at what that range is. So today I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'm just going to take off this Stelo thing. So inserting your thing, I already have the app because I've already did this. It's probably been a year. My arm is clean, so I've done that. But you will need to utilize an app as part of this. And it tells you to choose a sensor site by inserting it at the back of your upper arm. You don't want to wear it on your sides, on other sites such as your abdomen, it says, because it may not work as expected, and then it gives explanation of different areas to avoid. So I usually just put it on the back of my upper arm. You may want to check to see, I don't know if you're a side sleeper or not, how you sleep on your bed, because you might want to figure out what's the best arm to put it on or location on the back of your arm. So I have clean, dry hands, and then I'm going to unscrew the cap. So it's pretty easy. It was locked, as you could see, not locked, but there was a paper here that was together. So if that's broken, you wouldn't want to use it. So it will look like this as when you get it and show you different things, but that should be sealed. So I just twisted that to open it now. And now you can see this is what it looks like in the inside. So I'll find the, so you want to relax the side of your muscles and press and hold firmly against the skin until the safety guard is pushed in. Press the button while doing that. So there's this button here on it, so I'll be pressing that. So I'm going to go in the back of this arm, put it roughly in this location. I want to try to be relaxed. And then I will push that button. And there. And I actually didn't really feel anything. When you touch it, I guess I feel a little bit more sensitivity. Now I just want to let you know you'll want to watch out. So you do need to download the app. That does require Bluetooth. So I am not a Bluetooth person. I try to use it as infrequently as I can. So I do not wear headphones that have Bluetooth in it. I use a cord for obvious reasons for my health and wellness. So with this, I wouldn't utilize a continuous glucose monitor on a regular basis because of that Bluetooth aspect. But when I have utilized this in the past, you don't need to have your phone turned on all the time. You can just turn the Bluetooth on as you want to see the updates to the readings of the blood sugar. So that stopped for a little bit. Not sure if it will pick up in the recording where it was when it started cutting out, but you will need to download the app. So go to the website that it recommends as part of the paperwork that you would have reviewed in your packet here, and download the Stelo app on your phone. Now that does require you to have the Bluetooth on to connect to the sensor for the blood sugar readings. I personally do not utilize Bluetooth devices on a regular basis. I try to do it as infrequently as I can. This will be my most frequent that I do it because I'll end up doing it on a daily basis. Otherwise, I don't even know if I do it once a month. So this will be something I just turn on as I want to see what my readings are throughout the day. And then I will shut off the Bluetooth aspect. So it will reload and kind of hold that information and just connect on that basis. So you do not need to have your Bluetooth on a continual basis to get your reading, to be able to reflect on those as you want to see the updates. But I'm going to want to be checking out, hey, what's my fasting glucose fasting glucose in the morning when I wake up, and how different foods and different situations are impacting my blood sugar, and what is my blood sugar when I go to bed. I noticed last time a couple of things that impacted my blood sugar when I did this was while I was driving. If I was in traffic and it was a little bit more stressful, my blood sugar readings actually went up. So you can see how stress impacts your blood sugar. Then also I noticed I downloaded some interval walking type of a thing that I was listening to. And while I was doing the interval walking, was noticing how that would impact my blood sugar. So you can see how, what the foods you eat, stress, exercise, and your sleep patterns all impact your blood sugar. So it's just kind of a great thing to learn more about your health and wellness and take charge of things so you can be the owner and keeper of your wellness routine and your health care. It's great to know what's going on with your body, and that's why I'm going to be doing this, because I want to get more continual readings throughout. I think it'll be a 14-day period that this will last me. So I'll see that over the course of these 14 days and see how that goes. Have a blessed day.